Welcome.
I should start from Genesis 2:18
2:18 until 3
and
verse
then chapter
24.
3.
Yeah, at the whole of
Okay.
chapter 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Lord God said, "It is not good that man should be alone.
Yes.
I will make him helper comparable to him." Out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every bird of the air, and brought them to Adam to see what he would call them. And whatever Adam called each living creature, that was its name. So Adam gave names to all cattle, to the birds of the air, and every beast of the field. But in Adam there was not found a helper comparable to him. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall in Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh in its place. Then the rib which the Lord God has taken from him, he made into a woman, and he brought her to the man. And Adam said, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She should be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore, a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed." Chapter 3. Now the serpent was more cunning than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said to the woman, "Has God indeed said, you shall not eat of every tree of the garden?" And the woman said to the serpent, "We may eat the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God has said, you shall not eat, nor shall you touch it, lest you die." So when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree desirable to make one wise, she took of its fruit and ate. She also gave to her husband with her, and he ate. Then the Lord God called to Adam and said to him, "Where are you?" So he said, "I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid, because I was naked, and I hid myself." And he said, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree of which I commanded you that you should not eat?" Then the man said, "The woman whom you gave to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I ate." And the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" The woman said, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." Then the Lord God said, "Behold, the man has become like one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put out his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat and live forever." Therefore, the Lord God sent him out of Garden Eden. So he drove out the man, and he placed cherubim on the east of the Garden of Eden, and the flaming sword which turned every way to guard the way to the tree of life.
From the very beginning, man blames woman.
Okay. So it's a good discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good discussion.
So that's why, the thing is like, rather than focusing on God, what God has asked us what to do, but they start blaming, as sister told me, so we start blaming, they start blaming each other, and the men start blaming woman actually, and then the serpent fault, and then this rather than taking their responsibility, that they're the one who should not, they should obey at the first place what God has asked us not to do. I don't know.
Responsibility is a key word.
The ladies over here, it's more than the man. So it's like
No. Actually, I think we are equal, because ex-sniper is a guy, Badass is a guy, BZBB is a guy, Hoopy is a guy. So we are quite even today.
Sister, responsibility is a key. That's a key. To take responsibility for your action.
I want you guys to know this, okay? We were innocent. At that Garden of Eden, relationship was with God, was pure, was good, was innocent, like a child, pure. The heart is pure. When God made Adam that time, right? God said that Adam shall rule over all the animals, correct? I'm thinking, if the serpent is like Satan, right? How come Eve could talk to the serpent like normal? Have you guys ever wondered, It says, now the serpent was more cunning than any beast of the field which the Lord has made. Adam didn't say anything.
You
Okay,
mean to the
there's the-
serpent, sister?
Yeah,
You
he
mean to
didn't
the
say
serpent?
anything. Yeah. Why he didn't say anything? He just kind of go along, because the serpent is talking to Eve, right? And Adam is just like quiet only.
He would say he didn't hear nothing to defend himself.
Okay, I this is my guess. Okay?
Because the rich
This-
talking, huh?
I was terrified.
Yeah.
Now I believe, okay, that Adam didn't say anything because Adam was looking at Eve as both of them are one. This is before the fall, okay? They were one, which means to say whatever the wife did, Adam was already supportive because they were both in one flesh. So when they do something, Adam was already being supportive to her, and I believe that is why Adam was quiet.
Does make
Right?
sense, kind of makes
Makes sense, right? Yeah.